Hello and welcome to the MCQ lecture series. In today's class, we are going to look at some of the important multiple choice questions with respect to Indian economic environment, which is the economics general paper for FYBA. In this class, I'll start up with chapter 2, which primarily looks at the banking environment in India. This is in relation to semester 2. So let's get started. The first question is, the word bank is derived from dash. The word bank is derived from A, banco, B, banque, C, bankers, or D, all of the above. So here, in a very comprehensive sense, the word bank is derived from all these three words coming out from different languages, and therefore option D, all of the above, is the correct answer to this particular question, which talks about the origin of the word bank. Let us now move to the next one. The term banking is defined by dash section of the Banking Regulations Act of 1949. So here we are interested in finding out the section of the Banking Regulations Act which talks about banking, and the underlying options are: option A is 5 subsection 1 and A, we have B as 5 subsection 1 B, then we have option C as 5 subsection 1 C, and D, none of the above. So here the term banking under the Banking Regulations Act of 1949 is defined under section 5(1)(b). So here option B is the correct answer to this particular question. Here I'm talking about banking and not bank per se. So please pay attention to such terms. I hope this is clear. Let us now move to the next one. Dash is defined as the acceptance of deposits for the purpose of lending. What do you call this process of acceptance of deposits for the purpose of lending? Whether you call it A, savings, B, investment, C, banking, or D, credit. So here, whenever a financial institution is accepting deposits for the purpose of lending, it is called as banking, and therefore option C, banking, is the correct answer to this particular question, which means that banking is defined as the acceptance of deposits for the purpose of lending. Obviously, I am accepting these deposits from the ones who have surplus funds and giving it to the ones who have deficit funds. So I hope this process is pretty much clear. Let us now move to the next one. Which of the following is not a presidency bank? Here I am specifically asking which of the following is not a presidency bank. Let us look at the underlying options. The first option is Bank of Bombay. The second is Bank of Gujarat. The third is Bank of Madras. Last is Bank of Calcutta. Which of the following is not a presidency bank? So there are three presidency banks, or were three presidency banks, that is the Bombay Presidency Bank, the Madras Presidency Bank, and the Calcutta Presidency Bank. Gujarat Presidency Bank was not there in existence. So here, not a presidency bank, then the correct answer is Bank of Gujarat is not a presidency bank per se. I hope this is clear. Let us now move to the next one, specifically asking about the establishment of a particular presidency bank. The Presidency Bank, or the Bombay Presidency Bank, was established in the year dash or dash year. Which year the Bombay Presidency Bank was established? The underlying options are very factual sort of questions, but the introductory part in a sense talks about all these facts, and then we move towards the functions of banks and the trends in banking per se. But anyways, let us look at this question. The first option is 1830, second is 1840, third is 1850, and 1860. So here the Bank of Bombay, or the Presidency Bank of Bombay, was established in the year 1840, and therefore option B is the correct answer to this particular question, which is the Bank of Bombay was established in the year 1840. I hope this is clear. Let us now move to the next one. Obviously, once we are looking at Bank of Bombay, we are also going to look at the establishment years of Bank of Madras and Kolkata. The next question talks about Madras specifically. Let us look at the question. The Bank of Madras was established in dash year, and the underlying options are 1840, 1841, 1842, and 1843. So here we have seen in the year 1840 it was Bank of Bombay, and later in the year 1843 it was Bank of Madras. So here the correct answer is the Bank of Madras was established in the year 1843. So option D, 1843, is the correct answer to this particular question. I hope both these the establishment years of both these banks are pretty much clear. Let us now move to the third presidency bank, or the Bank of Calcutta per se, and let us look at when it was established. It was whether it was established in the year 1806, 1809, 1812 and 1815. So here again the Bank of Calcutta was established in the year 1809. So here option B is the correct answer to this question, which is 1809. So here you can see the chronology that the first presidency bank was established in the year 1809 and it was the Bank of Calcutta. Then we have Bank of Bombay in the year 1840, and then we have the third presidency bank called as the Bank of Madras in the year 1843. Very important institutions as far as the banking history in India is concerned. So I hope these three questions are pretty much clear. Now what happened is these three banks were amalgamated in the year 1920 and a new institution was formed. The next question is really talking about that. So let us look at it. In 1920, the three presidency banks, that means Bank of Bombay, Kolkata and Madras, were amalgamated together into what? Whether it is A, Royal Presidency Bank, B, Imperial Bank of India, C, Royal Bank of India, or D, none of the above. So here the presidency banks in 1920 were amalgamated to form the Imperial Bank of India. So here option B, Imperial Bank of India, is the correct answer. I hope this is pretty much clear. Let us now move to the next one. Let us see what happened to the Imperial Bank of India, because the next question is talking about that. Okay, so in 1955, the Imperial Bank of India was converted into what? That is the next question. Whether it was converted into A, State Bank of Bombay, whether it was converted into State Bank of Calcutta, whether it was converted into State Bank of Madras, or D, State Bank of India. So we have seen that there were three presidency banks, Bank of Bombay, Kolkata and Madras, established in the year Bombay was 1840, Madras was 1843 and Calcutta was 1809. These were amalgamated in the year 1920 to form the Imperial Bank of India, and this Imperial Bank of India in the year 1955 was converted into one of the very important institutes in India known as the State Bank of India. So here option D, State Bank of India, or SBI, is the correct answer. So here the Imperial Bank of India was converted into the State Bank of India in the year 1955. Okay, the State Bank of India Act was passed and then it was converted. Okay, so I hope this question is pretty much clear. Let us now move to the next one. Which of the following denotes the primary functions of a bank? So here I am specifically looking at the primary functions of a commercial bank in India. Let us look at the underlying options. The first is acceptance of deposits only. Second is granting of loans only. Third is both A and B, that means acceptance of deposits as well as granting of loans. And last is neither A nor B, that means none of these, any options which are available to us. So here the primary functions of a commercial bank in India are denoted by both A and B, that means option C, which talks about primary function means acceptance of deposits as well as granting of loans, and therefore option C, both A and B, is true with respect to this question. I hope the question is clear. Let us now move to the next one. Now this is in relation to one of the functions, one of the primary functions. We have seen there are two primary functions, that is acceptance of deposits and granting of loans. Now one of that is acceptance of deposits, and the next question is in relation to that. The primary function of acceptance of deposit includes dash type of deposits. Acceptance of deposits includes what types of deposits? Whether it is A, time deposits only, whether it is B, demand deposits only, whether it is C, both time and demand deposits, and D, none of the above. So here acceptance of deposits as a primary function includes both the acceptance or time deposits as well as demand deposits. So here option C, both time and demand deposits, is the correct answer to this particular question. I hope the question is clear. The next obvious question is going to be what are the different types of time deposits, and the next question is talking about that. The time deposits which are repayable after a certain fixed period of time are what? And let us look at the underlying options. A, fixed deposits, B, recurring deposits, C, cash certificates, and D, all of the above. So here time deposits, which of the following are a type of time deposit? So here the correct answer is all of the above. That means cash certificates, recurring deposits as well as fixed deposits are repayable after a certain fixed amount or fixed period of time, and that is why they are called as time deposits, and hence option D, all of the above, is the correct answer to this particular question. I hope the chronology is pretty much clear. Primary functions, acceptance of deposits and granting of loans. Here we are specifically looking at acceptance of deposits and what kind of deposits, so time and demand deposits. So here this question, time deposits, fixed, recurring and cash certificates. Now next question is obviously in relation to demand deposits. So let us look at what is the question like. Dash are demand deposits which may be withdrawn by the depositors at any time without any prior notice to the bank. So this is, so which are the demand deposits which can be withdrawn by the depositor per se without giving any notice to the bank at any particular time in any particular time per se. Let us look at which of the following talks about that. So here the underlying options are A, savings account deposits, B, current account deposits, C, both current and savings account deposits, and none of the above. So here again, demand deposits, we know what demand deposits are. That means the deposits which are going to be withdrawable at any point in time without any prior notice to the bank by the consumer or depositor are called as demand deposits, and both the saving account deposits as well as current account deposits are examples of demand deposits, and therefore option C, all of both of these is the correct answer to this particular question. I hope the question is clear. Let us now move to the last one, which is a very general sort of a question. Here, which account type pays the highest rate of interest to the depositor? Amongst the accounts which are available to us, which account pays the highest rate of return per se, whether it is savings account, current account, recurring account or fixed account? So here it is pretty clear that it is the fixed account which pays the highest rate of interest, because savings is I mean, if at all you look at the chronology, current will be less, will be the least, then we have savings, then we have recurring, and then fixed. So the maximum is being paid amongst these, it is the fixed deposit which is paying the highest rate of return or interest to the depositor per se. So I hope these questions are pretty much clear, and the first part, which is talking about the primary functions of acceptance of deposits, is pretty much clear. That is time and demand deposits. Only this has been covered in this lecture. In the next lecture we are going to look at the primary function of granting loans. Okay, so we'll talk about that as well. So please stay tuned for more. Thank you.